Honestly, this is the dumbest rivalry in history. Sup, ladies, gentlemen, and that one South African already typing angrily in the comments. Before we start, yeah, I am Nigerian, so obviously I already won the argument. Nigerians are always right, look, even if Google says otherwise. South Africa always comes with us that they have paved roads and their light actually stays on. Listen, South Africa, having a working traffic light isn't a personality trait. While you're enjoying your 247 lights, we are in the dark, preventing Afrobeats by candlelight and a better part my neighbor generator. Look, we don't need infrastructure. We have vibes and audacity. Oh god, now let's talk about the music. South Africa spent years perfecting their amapiano log drum. It's soulful, it's deep, it's your heritage. Then a Nigerian artist heard it, shouted O'Shea into a microphone, and suddenly the whole world thinks we invented it. You guys say it's your log drum. Well, it was yours, but now it belongs to the G-Wagon owners in Lekki. We don't steal, we upgrade. Honestly, we didn't steal. We just relocated it to a more aggressive marketing department. Called it our piano. It's the ultimate move. Your property is now our commercial asset. Honestly, last year was peak, and by peak I mean peak joblessness. Tell me why a Nigerian man in his bed in Lagos is ordering a ride to Johannesburg to pick up a ghost at a cemetery. Then South Africa retaliated by ordering 20 pizzas to a random house in Abuja. This is why we can't have nice things. We are using 5G technology just to be petty across the ocean. Seriously, the boat wars were the Olympic of petty. Only these two countries would spend their data to order a taxi for a ghost in a different time zone. The Nigerian would order a ride to pick you up at a graveyard in Soweto. Enjoy the silence. While South Africa would order 40 pizzas to a random church in Lagos. Feed the sheep. Honestly, this is the only war in history where the only casualties were poor delivery drivers wondering why they were delivering pepperoni at the log gate at 2 a.m. Now on jollof rice, a dish so sacred that suggested it's just rice to the portable offense in Lagos. Then they'll start comparing our jollof rice with their braai, which South Africa think they invented because they are the only people on earth who knows how to put meat on fire. Nigerians don't cook jollof, we conduct a seance. If the kitchen doesn't look like a smoke grenade went off, it's not authentic. South Africa braai is just a fancy name for grilling a sausage. We are engineering a masterpiece of spice and steam. They say our jollof tastes like spicy wallpaper paste. But they treat a piece of steak better than their own relatives. If you put a Nigerian and a South African at the dinner table, the Nigerian will complain while the meat is not seasoned to the bone. Why is the meat so plain? Did you cook it or you just introduced it to the sun? And the South African will ask why the rice is trying to set his tongue on fire. Honestly, why am I sweating from eating rice? Is this a meal or a fitness test? But to be honest, braai is just plain sausage on a grill. They call it braai and act like they discovered fire. South African food has no soul, it's just meat and hype. Honestly, I saw a South African on social media say our jollof rice looks like orange gravel. So I replied with a picture of their exchange rate. The silence was louder than the national anthem. They think they're European just because they have Nando's. Newsflash, Nando's is just chicken for people who are afraid of pepper. A Nigerian posted South African food tastes like concrete, so they replied our jollof rice tastes worse than our internet scams. Omo, this one hits me differently. I saw a post about a Nigerian who posted a picture of the mansion in Lagos. The South African said, why is there a boat in the living room? Is that a feature or did it just rain for 10 minutes? They also said we have more kings than people, but none of us can afford a stable Wi-Fi connection to finish an argument. And then there's the Grammys. South Africa won an award for a song called Water. Then suddenly everyone started walking with a rhythmic limp, like they invented thirst. Listen, we have been dehydrated in Lagos since the 90s. We are the original water people. You won a trophy for pouring a bottle of water on yourself, while we've been conducting a seance in the kitchen just to get the jollof to steam properly. Tyler is great, but Nigerians took this loss personally. We didn't just lose on the world, we lost our collective right to tell you our vibes are superior. Now every time a South African sees a Nigerian, they start splashing bottled water around like they're trying to exorcise a demon. It's not a music video, guys, it's a plumbing emergency. We have 5G and no lies, but you have water and a Grammy. The mat isn't matting. Then there's the Chidima Adesina situation, the ultimate Olympic event of pettiness. South Africa looked at the girl who was born there and said, nah, your DNA looks like you enjoy spicy rice. So what did Nigeria do in the spirit of 100% pettiness? We didn't just invite her back. We gave her a crown and basically said, if you guys don't want her, we'll make her the queen of the continent by lunchtime. We're the kings of relocation. First your log drum, now your pageant contestants. At this rate, by next year, we're going to relocate Table Mountain to Lagos and rename it Mount Audacity, just to see if you order a boat ride to the top. Look, at the end of the day, if anyone says anything bad about South Africa, I will be the first to support them. I know we hate each other, but please, South Africa, fix your attitude before I claim your national anthem is a Burna Boy remix. But wait, we have to talk about the latest robbery. The January 2026 African Cup of Nations semi-finals, Nigeria versus Morocco. We all knew playing the host in rabbits would be hard, but CAF decided to spice it up by appointing Daniel Nilerai from Ghana of all places and Abongalton from South Africa in the VAR booth. You see where I'm going with this? Every time a Moroccan player fell down, the ref acted like he was witnessing a crime scene. We finished that game with 29 fouls against us, while Morocco had zero. They were playing like rugby players in the Rugby World Cup, while the ref's eyes were just conveniently taking a nap. The moment that broke Nigerian social media was the yellow card given to Calvin Bassey. He barely touched Brian Diaz, but the ref gave him a yellow card that ruled him out of the next match. Nigerian fans were so angry that they actually reported the ref's Instagram account until he got deactivated. We didn't just lose on penalties, we lost our peace of mind since. We are in the final hour of the tournament. The stakes are life and death. And who does CAF appoint as the match official? South African and Ghanaian referee. Cause tell me, for a match against Morocco, they paired South African and Ghanaian refs. At this point, Nigeria weren't just playing against Morocco. We were playing against the Jollof and Amapiano Alliance. The bias was so loud you could hear it through the stadium speakers. Every time a Nigerian looked at the Moroccan player, it was a yellow card. If a Nigerian player breathed too hard near the penalty box, it's a foul. If a Nigerian player existed in three-dimensional space, a warning. Let's all just take a moment of silence for the South Africans I totally and utterly destroyed in this video. If you guys think this rivalry is dumb, trust me, you haven't seen anything yet. Go check out my next video, Stupidest Rivalry in History, Nigeria vs Ghana. Go check it out, trust me, you are going to love it, especially if you're a Nigerian. Honestly, this war is far from over. Make sure you like and subscribe before a South African tries to claim this video was made in Cape Town. Time to go see the chaos I've caused in the comments.